Good morning, family. This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy. And I am a colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And today's video is all about not being rushed. So, a little bit about my business and what I promote. Most clients that come in to see me, most people who come in to see me, they live a very rushed lifestyle. They live a very chaotic lifestyle. They're constantly bouncing from one activity or project to the next. They're juggling children and their activities. They're juggling their partner's activities and emotional space. They're juggling extended families energies and whatever they got going on, and then normally they push themselves back to the back burner. Oftentimes I'll get phone calls from people who are coming in from out of town, or there's this urgency to like get things done right now, and they call and they leave urgent messages like, this is urgent, I have to come in today. And here's the thing with that. Number one, I'm a colon therapist. There is no reason why you should be leaving me urgent messages. Absolutely no reason at all. Even if you are constipated and you just feel like shit, you've been constipated for 6 days prior to you calling me. So why is it urgent on the 7th day? You've been constipated for 6 days. But the 7th day is like urgent and you have to come in. So that was a whole nother conversation I had with somebody the other day. It was the strangest thing ever. Like all of a sudden now, it's clicking and I gotta come in, and you know, I couldn't get her in because I am booked solid for normally 2 weeks to 3 weeks out, and I appreciate the fact that I'm booked solid out. You know, it doesn't leave a lot of room for same day appointments, and a matter of fact, I don't do same day appointments at all. The way that I created my business is so that once you walk through the doors of my office, it completely shifts you into another paradigm, like immediately. And that paradigm is stillness, it's softness, it's receptivity, it's surrender, it's openness, it's internal dialogue. And so I think it was this morning I received a phone, or yesterday morning, I received a phone call from 2 people who wanted to come in like immediately, like last night, and then one this morning. And so when I returned the phone call this morning, that's what it was. And one lady was like, well, you know, you took too long to call me back, and, you know, I'm traveling from out of town. And she really made a complete effort to be negative with me. I mean, she made a complete effort. You know, you should call people back, and it's been less than 24 hours. I'm not really sure how much more time you need. And number 2, your urgency is not my urgency. Let's just clarify that. I have no issues with being of service, but I do not jump when people say jump. It doesn't work that way. And I think that the way we are set up to live, we have this expectation that if I'm in this downward spiral of constantly moving, like everybody around me should respond the same. And what people don't know about me, if you push me and push and push and push and try to get me to get swept up into your stuff, I drop anchor and I get very, very still and I don't move. I'm a Taurus. I do not move. It's going to take a whole lot to move me. I would drop anchor and just sit and look at you. And that's why I'm in the business that I'm in. I'm in the business of promoting stillness. I'm in the business of promoting internal dialogue. I pride myself on not having a mill of people running in and out, in and out, in and out of my office. Yes, I could possibly have, you know, 2 more colonic rooms pumping and pushing people out, but that's not my goal with my business. Now, I can't say the same for other people's colon hydrotherapy practice, but this practice right here is about being 110% involved in your internal journey towards wellness and stillness. Not, I need to get in, I need to get in, I need to get in, or I have to hurry up and I have to, leave your office to go over here. That's too much chaos. I don't operate like that. So when I spoke to another lady, I returned a phone call this morning. She also had this very deep sense of urgency, but she had no clarity, no focus at all. When I asked about dates, like, would you like to come in on a weekday or a weekend? If it's a weekday, do you prefer morning or afternoon? If it's a Saturday, do you prefer morning and afternoon? She could not answer not one question. However, she was multitasking like crazy. And, doing stuff in the kitchen, I think she was. And then another cell phone went off and there's people in the background talking and she's talking with them. And so I just stopped her, because you do have me on the phone and you are taking up my time. And I am returning a phone call to be of service to you. And there's not a mutual exchange going on. So I stopped her. I said, love, I am going to allow you to be 110% present with whatever you got going on the other end of this line. And when you're ready to call me back and you are 100% present for your wellness, call me back. I'll be here. Yes? She's like, oh, no. I need to get this now. And she's all over the place. And I'm explaining to her about, what you get in your first appointment with me and the costs involved. She asked me to repeat myself so many times. And it takes a lot for me to get frustrated. I was pretty much done with that phone call. And I just stopped. And I was very polite. And I just said, I feel like your attention is elsewhere, which is fine because we got a lot of stuff going on. But I really want to answer all of your questions and make sure that you're clear that I am the practitioner that you want to come in to see. So when you're ready to have a dialogue about your wellness and you're not distracted and you can give yourself 110%, then call me back. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to be of service to you. Out the gate. She finally heard me after I said that about 4 times. Then she heard me, right? And here's the thing. There's no judgment. There's no ridicule. There's no me pointing fingers. But what I do know within the last 13 years of me being in business as a colon therapist is that I have to be grounded and rooted if I am to show you how to be grounded and rooted. I cannot continue to get swept up into people's shit, literally. If I do that, I can't be of service to you. I literally cannot be of service to you if I keep getting swept up in everybody's stuff. So that's emails, that's phone calls, that's people stopping by, that's my clients coming in. If I keep getting swept up in everybody's stuff, I'm going to be a hot ass mess and looking a hot ass mess and just not focused at all. Number 2, what I know for sure is that when we are not well, there is confusion. When we are not well, there is memory loss. When we are not well, we feel that the best thing for us to do is to multitask, which it is really not the best thing to do. When we are not well, we feel that we have to do things right now. There's like this crazy, insane sense of urgency and sense of anxiety when we're not well. And so my job is to understand that, to see it, and diffuse it as much as I can on my end and create a safe container for you to let go of your shit. But what I'm not going to do is overextend my boundaries or not have any boundaries and not guide my clients through the process. That's my goal. I know that for myself. That's my position. My position is to be a guide and to have these healthy boundaries for my clients to bounce in between while they're trying to figure out their stuff. It's not my job to do it for you. It's not my job to jump through your hoops. It's not my job to respond to your sense of urgency. The sense of urgency, yes, is in your cells, it's in your DNA, but that sense of urgency has been there for 6+ months. I guarantee that. That I do guarantee. When I sit down and have conversations with people who come in for their consultations or their first initial appointment with me, and we start talking, I'll ask, when did this all start? It's always 4+ months. So the sense of urgency means that you're tired, not that this just started. Don't ever get that twisted. I know I've been paying attention, player. What? Don't think I'm not looking. I know. And it's all good. And again, it's no judgment. It's really no judgment. But I understand, this, how my son do it, all that. It's too much. Oh my good Lord, it's too much. So with that being said, I leave you in peace. I appreciate you and adore you. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to give me a call. My website is moyabodycare.com, MOYA bodycare.com. Until then, be blessed.